Did you guys see the AI
Darth Vader?
Darth Vader?
I didn't see
Fortnite,
the
dude?
I didn't see the clip, but I heard
There's
about
so
it.
many clips. So many. It's
Uh,
great.
oh, I swear to God, if this motherfucker's like, I'm getting on, he just left.
Might as well be patient if he's gonna be getting
Yeah.
on soon.
Well, how far away is he then?
I have no idea. Well, if anything, if he hops on at a decent time, we'll just take a quick 10-15 minute break and we'll right back into it. Anyways, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Tales of Narvinia. My name is Legion's Fury. Today, we are doing another episode of Tales of Narvinia. Joining me as always is Valiant's Void, Lazy Mac Jr., and AMR Biscuit. Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
And tonight will be the night when... Okay, alright. Everybody calm down. So where we last left off, our adventuring party had just left the City of the Dead, finalizing some last-minute details, getting the city kind of self-governing, if you will. As they were leaving the Elven Forest and crossing the border into mainland Narvinia, they encountered a few what looked to be corrupted / kind of undead dryads and wolves that almost took out the party, but thankfully they were able to manage to come together and overcome the encounter they ran into. As they were camping and resting for the night, recovering from their wounds they took during that fight, they ran into a party of orcs patrolling the border. Seemed to be just making sure everything's on the up and up. Nothing too crazy, but the Catalina happened to be able to understand Orc and heard them chanting about a figure known as Ulrich the Unbroken, a mythological figure of the Orcs. Other than that, they also set out towards Darkshire to locate a Lady Severin. Lady Severin was a member of the Triarchy back in Lover's Watch, and at Lover's Watch, and who had been working with Petito on the side to try and kind of hamper the party, you would say. But unfortunately, fortunately, the party found out and was able to detain her. But as always, the Fiend Nexorcy showed up and foiled their plans and rescued, maybe captured, Lady Severin from the party. Dugan, the party's druid, was able to scry for her and located her in about the area of Darkshire. So that is where the party is heading off to next. So you guys start traveling towards Darkshire. We'll go ahead and do about... It's going to take you guys about another 2 months to get there. So in that meantime, is there anything you guys wish to do while you're traveling? So if you guys pull up the maps, I can pull up the maps quick.
Ooh, we got maps already out the gate?
Well, it's the
the actual map.
The actual
I want to head
map.
towards the titty.
Okay. So as you can see, the party is about right here. So as they're going to be traveling, they're going to be going past sort of the old Empire / Lachlan area, as well as the Fangton areas and various other villages on their way to Darkshire. So if you guys wish to stop anywhere along that route, now's the time to say something.
I guess it's kind of close.
But we have to go back into the cursed area.
Here, I think.
Darkshire is on the right side, right here. If you can see the map.
I think I'd like to stop at a town on the way because that's where we're going. We're going to Darkshire for fuck our face.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd like to stop along the way because I feel like we did use a lot of our supplies. Or did we use any supplies since we picked up supplies from the City of the Dead? I think we're good on supplies. Never mind.
You weren't able to get a lot of supplies from the City of the Dead. You were only able to get various minor things just to get you by. I don't know exactly what y'all had in your inventories. I know you guys bought maybe some health potions. That was about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few of them. I think we're okay.
So can I roll a history check on Fainton?
Yeah, sure. What do you? Okay, so in terms of history, what are you trying to look? What are you looking for in that?
Well, I imagine, like, you know, we obviously know it's going to be a long journey to Dartshire, and I'm looking at like points of interest along the way.
Okay.
And so like just kind of seeing Fainton is the one that caught my eye. If that's like a place that would be like beneficial for us to make a stop, like if there's anything, not for like supplies, like we probably will need supplies and stuff if we're going to be on the road for 2 months, but just like
right
in general, like I don't think any of our characters have been to Fainton, so this is a new like town that we've never been to.
Correct.
So like, is it worth making the stop? Basically,
you would know that 100% definitively, Fangton is occupied by orc aligned forces.
Okay, so not safe.
Not I wouldn't say 100% not safe, but you would know just from your general travels that elves are not very looked kindly upon in this northern area.
I'm a half elf. Dugan's a half elf, or is he a?
Dugan's a drow.
Drow, that's what I meant. Yeah.
He's
are
a drow.
Like a half drow or like full drow?
No, he's full drow.
I'm full drow. I would not be welcomed.
Lena, you also would not be welcomed.
Yeah. I think it might be easier to hide my features if I'm a half elf, but
well, you also
as
do.
A drow, you probably have more notable.
You also do have the Mask of Many Faces at your disposal. Other than that, you would probably have to use spells or anything of that sort.
I'm gonna bring it up with everyone. Like, is there any places that y'all are wanting to stop along the way? It's gonna take us a while to get to Darkshire. We're gonna be passing by quite a few things. Is there anywhere that y'all want to make a pit stop? I was thinking maybe Fainton. It'll be dangerous, but we might be able to get some.
Salute your new centurion!
Thank you, Biscuit. For the one up. I appreciate it.
You gotta fucking dig deep, you little fucking motherfucker. Come on, get that voice going. Oh, I love it. I love it. Fucking.
Sorry, I took a little side quest.
I can see that. I can see that. What? I was like, what the fuck? How dare you spend that money? No, yeah. But yeah, no, you all would have that general knowledge that Fangton is a little sketchy either for you guys.
Let's see here. I don't know. I think I could just wild shape into like a mouse or something and stay nearby. I do have the amulet I can talk to Otis with, so that if we do go into a store or something, then something catches my eye, I can.
Do we know for sure if we're like on Petito's radar?
I thought we did. I thought we were because we were being hunted.
I know Lord Severide. I'm pretty sure that's kind of where we got that impression. Was we figured out that Severide was working with Petito or something of that nature. They like by our name specifically.
You had an inkling that, yeah, in some shape or form, Lord Severide and Petito had some sort of arrangement. You don't know what that arrangement entailed per se, but you think it was more aligned towards the occupation of Argos itself. not necessarily towards you, the party. Him trying to kill you guys was more or less two birds with one stone.
Mm.
What I'm saying is like, I know if the danger is mainly with us being of like elven descent, I can use my mask of many faces to do into wild shapes, so that kind of takes that a bit off the table. But if they are like actively like seeking us out, they might like recognize our faces, is what I'm saying. So then we would have to concern with like Otis, particularly because Otis and Agmar seem a little bit more personally tied to the conflict than your face might be more easily recognizable than the rest of us.
Yeah, I guess you might be right on that. Hmm.
For the sake of just giving you guys a little bit more details, Otis was known to kind of go out on his own and kind of fuck around with orcs a little bit and do some nefarious shit. Otis, you never really like did anything serious. But yeah, you kind of did some stuff. But you know that most people wouldn't know you unless they've met you.
All right. I don't think anybody knows me really.
Way to put that into words, Otis.
I think we should make a pit stop in Fangton. I think it'd be a good way for us to kind of get a lay of the land.
Get a feel for our position.
Maybe see if Petito's working on something that...
Is our taint being tickled?
Is your taint being tinkled?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right. So yeah, you guys. It takes you guys, I would say, from there to there. It takes you about a month and change, I would say. As you guys are getting closer, I need you all to make stealth checks as you do.
Oh, fucking shit. Yeah, let's get right into it. Let's fucking...
Yeah.
I failed. I opt to fail. No, I'm just kidding.
28.
28 from the rogue. 16 from Otis.
A 19.
19. Yeah, you guys are able to... Thankfully, orcs aren't known to be the quietest people in the world. They generally are kind of just clink, 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 just blundering down major roads, and any sort of ambush from them was almost impossible, it seems. You gracefully, all three of you gracefully are able to go throughout the patrols that they have. And you arrive, I would say, about 3 or 4 miles outside of the city. And from the last time, at least in terms of what you guys have seen the city and what I've told you, the city has definitely changed. From what your characters see, you see what looks to be an imposing fortress made out of what looks to be a blackened granite, if you will, of a very dark gray stone. And you see what looks to be a cloud, a dark cloud that's constantly circling around the city, almost like a vortex. And every once in a while, you'll see a few green, what looks to be, lightning, is actually green bolts shooting down into the tops of some of the towers. From what you can see from the fortress itself, the actual fortress would be about, I would say, from one end of the wall to the other, about 15 miles, give or take. And you kind of get a gauge that it's about another 10 to 12 miles back. So it's a pretty sizable fortress, you would say.
We're talking about Fangton?
Mm-hmm. Fangton.
So we're like now.
You're within about 3-4 miles of it, yeah. But you're seeing the actual fortress itself, and from what you've seen in Elysium, this is a fortress. I mean, you see what look to be battlements, trebuchet, siege works, anti-siege works. It is meant to be a.
This is a fortress, like a
Mhm.
battle
Yeah.
fortress.
This puts Elysium and the City of the Dead to shame. How about that?
Well, shit.
But you also see throughout, you're able to get a little bit of a overview of it because there are hills that surround Fannington. You look down, and there looks to be a few little, I wouldn't say towns, but more like village city-ish centers that are within the fortress, as well as farmland that's outside of the fortress. So it is a kind of mixed citadel, if you will.
Okay.
But yeah, it would take a mighty fucking army to take this city. All right. Is there anything? What are you guys doing?
I think the best we can do is just head in, right? You gotta do your mask of many faces, and I gotta be a fucking rat. I'm
So,
gonna be
yeah.
a gerbil. I'm gonna be a
Maybe a
gerbil.
gerbil. Okay.
Put me in
Lino.
your pocket.
Lino, what are you changing your form into?
I'm just gonna go for just a regular schmegular human.
A regular schmegular human. Okay. So yeah, you quickly see Lena's face. Lena's appearance doesn't change terribly too much. The most notable differences are her ears would look to be a normal human, and her jawline kind of puffs out a little bit, as well as her hair goes from the white/blonde that you've seen throughout your travels together to kind of a more brunette, dirty blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes colors also change as well. It goes from, I don't remember what the actual eye colors you have, but you change to a normal blue brown color, nothing fancy. Otis, are you doing anything to disguise your appearance, or are you just gonna go in as yourself?
I'm not just going as myself.
Okay, just making sure I'm clear on what everyone's doing. So yeah, are you guys approaching the city?
Yes.
All right. You guys start making your way to the city. As you do, you pass by numerous patrols. As you get closer, you see the actual orcs themselves. The patrols, they're all clad in that red armor you saw from that orc captain that you fought when you were in the like sort of forge area with Tink. He's wearing a very clad. Most of them are wearing very clad red armors, except these ones have what look to be a mighty fist on them.
Oh, hello.
They have a symbol.
Do a history check, see if I recognize it.
You may.
My tickets. For sake, that's a 7.
7. You are. You've seen a lot of orc stuff. You're pretty knowledgeable about orc symbols and mythology and history about them, but this one, it looks familiar. You just can't put your finger on it. So yeah, as you guys are walking down the road and they're coming to some of the patrols, they one or two will step out and literally get out of the light, other humans, and literally shove you off the road into the mud and keep walking.
Who do they shove in the mud?
All of us.
All of you. Yeah, they are
Look at these motherfuckers over here.
shoving you into the mud. So yeah, you get pushed. One time you get pushed into the mud or kind of dirty. The other times you're able. You quickly learn like, hey, maybe get off the fucking road when these guys are coming around. But you encounter them about 2 or 3 more times, and eventually you reach the gates of the city. From what you can see, the actual this looks to be one of the more side gates, but the top of it, the gate itself, is about 25 to 30 feet high, give or take. You approach the entrance and you see there's about 5 or 6 of these red-clad orcs, and they seem to be checking people.
So they're checking people?
Mm-hmm. They're kind of just asking questions. It looks to me they're just kind of getting, like, who are you? Why are you coming in here? Type of questions. And also, you see them kind of, not, you wouldn't say do a deep dive looking at shit they're bringing in, but more or less kind of, like, glancing around, just seeing if they, something suspicious. These orcs look to be, at least these kind of orcs look to be a little bit smarter and not as quick to fuck you up. They take their job a little bit seriously over
here.
Do we know,
go ahead.
just based off of like a general educated guess, that what the guards would be like looking for? As they're, like, giving us a glance down.
You would suspect weapons, any kind of illegal items that would be brought into the city.
So if we're armed at all, will we stop?
You would assume so, especially for a human. Yes, an orc probably would be let in without a problem. You also see a few will look to be various races being drug in by chains with collars around them by a couple orcs, and they seem to be what look to be slaves, if you had to guess. You hear, as some of them are being led in, you hear a couple whip cracks. "Move it, you spineless dogs! You serve the will of Petito."
I'm just gonna be squeaking. I'm gonna be squeaking. Nobody can hear it, obviously, but I'm squeaking, bro. I am like, look at those bitches, those green fucking left nut born motherfuckers. Look at those things, and you're gonna see my teeny tiny little hands, balled up fingers pointing. I'm on Petito's not Petito, Otis's shoulder.
Okay.
Doing all that.
All right. Yeah.
Otis, do you want to shove your weapons in my bag of holding? Just until we get in.
Yeah.
Don't we all have a bag of holding?
You do.
Yeah, he's got his own.
We all have one.
Yes.
I know we all have one.
I'm pretty sure you guys all bought one as soon as you could.
I didn't buy shit.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah, you stole that motherfucker. So yeah, you guys quickly, as stealthily as you can, you guys kind of like do a group circle and just start.
It's like the guy with the trench coat.
Yeah.
All the shit.
Pretty much. Yeah. Just start throwing shit in there.
I got watches.
So yeah, you guys quickly do that, and you approach the gates, and an orc stops you. "What's your business in the city?"
We're passing through on our way to Darkshire. We've been on the road for some time. Need some restock on our supplies.
Kind of smells you. Open up your pockets.
I'll turn out my pockets.
Alright. Spin for me. You don't have to actually spin, but I like the role play. He kind of. Okay. 10 gold coins.
I'll pass him the 10. Oh, awesome.
And you see him, he turns around and you see what looks to be like a metal chute, or like a metal slot, and he opens it up and drops the gold coins, and you hear think, think, think as they fall down. Nux! And he takes your arm and shoves you in. Yeah. I'm assuming, Dugan, you're on Lena's shoulder, correct?
He said he's on Otis.
Oh, Otis' shoulder, okay. Otis, the same thing. He asks you to turn out your pockets, what you're doing here. Do you comply, I'm assuming?
I sure don't want to, but I know that we can't fight right now. So
It's like, if I must.
So
yes,
you comply, you show your pockets, everything. All right, next! And he takes the 10 gold coins, unless you don't want to get in the city. He takes the 10 gold coins, puts it in the chute, and pushes you out of the way. Not as hard, because you're kind of a bigger guy, so he can't really get that oomph behind it, but he made his point.
Can I roll something to kind of like make him like look kind of embarrass him for pushing me? Like he can't push me.
Make an intimidation check.
Damn. Never mind. I'm just gonna can walk away.
What did you roll? I need to know what you rolled.
A 7.
A 7. So yeah, you kind of like, you brace for it, you're ready, you're like, I'm gonna put this motherfucker to shame. And he pushes you, and it's not that hard, but your foot kind of like catches a rock and you stumble for a minute. Biscuit, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Damn. Why are you always trying to kill somebody?
17.
17. Yeah, thankfully you saw Lena get shoved, and you kind of figured, I'm probably going to get shoved. Yeah, we're probably going to get shoved. So you kind of tighten your grip a little bit more into the leather bits that are attached to Otis's armor, and you're able to hold on. But you are... you almost let go there for a second, but you were good. And Otis, you shake off the... shit. Okay, well... and you enter the city. And as you do, you look at the buildings around you. It's that same black and dark granite itself. You see the streets are pretty wide. You would assume they were made just for armies to quickly get to and from the gates and the actual main citadel itself. You see many guards throughout this main road. Many guards. You also see what look to be many slave drivers, as well as various female orcs and children and whatnot, kind of making fun. Like, it's like a kind of ritual thing to make fun of the slaves, to beat them down even more. So they're kind of like throwing rocks and stuff as they're passing, like on their daily walks.
Oh, like the goblins in the goblin camp in Baldur's Gate.
Pretty much. Yeah. Kind of just... You also do see a few goblins. Not as many as the orcs, but you do see various goblins and whatnot. You also see gnomes, dwarves, as well, walking about the city. These look to be more of people that have accepted Petito's rule and are working for him, or the orcs in some shape or form, and are not probably going to be your friend if you were to reveal yourselves. The streets themselves are very well maintained, and the people look kind of happy. It is a very... For a very fucked up situation, it seems to be a pretty happy city. So, what are you guys doing?
Maybe we do what we said we were gonna do. Well, I'm still a mouse, or I'm still. I'm gonna speak to Otis and be like, maybe we should do what we said we were gonna do first, and then just while we're doing the thing, we keep our eyes out for the things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
We
sounds
go
good.
we go to the store and just keep an eye on these green fucks.
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea. And I'll tell Lena.
Okay. Sound good, Lena?
My tiny little paws.
Okay. So yeah, you guys start making your way throughout the city, city streets. As you do, you try to get directions to like the nearest shop, but a lot of people dismiss you. You would say that humans are allowed in the city, but they're not exactly. More or less, they're not really the upper class of this citadel. But eventually, you do find an older dwarf who seems to be on the more middle of the aisle, kind of thing, and he looks at you. Oh, yeah, you just need to keep going straight and take a left down there at the statue of Petito. And once you do that, you will be right there. There'll be plenty of shops.
Thank you.
Oh, of course. Have a good day. And he jots off, going back to whatever he was doing. You continue on your way, and as you do, you come across this what looks to be a courtyard almost. It more or less looks to be a sort of barracksy area that a courtyard was in the middle of already, and the barracks was built around it. And there's archways that kind of connect the barracks around it. You enter it and you see what looks to be a statue of a mighty orc that stands about 10 to 15 feet tall. And I need you all to make history checks.
History.
Story.
Check off.
18.
8.
8.
I got a 5.
A 5. Lena, you, even though you're from the Ember Islands, you recognize this picture. It is Petito in all glory. And you do see an inscription on the bottom of the statue. I believe, Lena, you're the only one that can read Orc. Which is
In this party, he's...
okay. So do you read this the scripture?
Yes.
Okay. On the scripture itself, it says, "This monument, in Orcish, of course, is dedicated to the day that Petito ended the alliance." In that sort of sense, some of the Orcish to common is very broken, so you're able to just get this is commemorating his victory over the alliance.
Do I know who the Alliance is?
Yeah, that's pretty common knowledge. You would know that the Alliance was the basically various races and countries that came together to fight the elves when Anarion went crazy. It was known as the Alliance.
The Alliance were fighting against the elves, or they were...
They were. It was Commander Drake and okay. All them. Yeah, that was the Alliance back in that time. You guys continue on your way, and you come to what looks to be a very narrow street, but still pretty bustling. You see about 20 to 30 individuals always come in rotating out of shops continuously. You also see carts going back and forth, coming into the section of the city and leaving. This would probably be the best in your just common sense. This is probably the main trade center of the city as best it could be.
At least they seem well prosperous, I guess you could say.
So yeah, what kind of shop are you all looking for?
They're probably like a potions.
Yeah, I'm gonna want a potions myself too. I'm gonna convey my message to Otis. I would like something to help with spell slots. I'd like potions for spell slots. To give me one.
Gotcha.
Okay, so yeah, you guys quickly you start making your way down the street, and about I would say halfway down the street, you eventually come across what looks to be a rinky-dinky shop that has the image of an alchemist trade in front of the store. You guys enter the shop and you see what looks to be a goblin sitting behind the counter, and he looks at you.
Ah, welcome. What can I do for you today?
We're here to take a look around, maybe restock on some potions.
Ah, great, welcome. My name is Garafrixie, and I am happy to serve. So I have various
You
potions.
had better know how to fucking spell that.
Garfreeksy.
How it's spelled?
GARFLEEXI.
No, that's not.
Just
No.
to be super,
Yeah.
super exaggerated with the.
Listen, I can come up with names, I just can't spell them. Fuck out of here. So
It
yeah,
could be like on fleek.
on
FLEEK.
fleek.
Yes, my name is On Fleek.
No, I'm just kidding.
Garfleeksy.
Is he just
Garfleeksy.
like the potions guy? Is that all we can tell at the stores?
Yeah, pretty much. You just see what looks to be a bunch of potions everywhere. This is not. It looks to be like everyone's got their own thing that they do. It's not like you can go to Leroy's, and it's a one-stop shop kind of thing. This is everyone's got their own thing.
What's the highest grade healing potion that you have here?
Well, I have a supreme potion. I just have one, unfortunately.
And how much would that run me?
That would be about 1,000 gold.
Do I know? I know I have it somewhere.
As I say, you can look at your notes. I don't mind that of the general prices that I've established.
No, I wasn't worried about the price. I could remember how much a supreme potion of healing did as far as like health points when you roll it.
I believe it's 44 plus 8, or I could be wrong. If you just go I need to pull up a character sheet. Hold on.
I had all this stuff written down.
Health. Jesus Christ.
No!
Okay, why is it not? Hell. Why am I not finding it either? Health potions, healing. Supreme. A Supreme is 10d4 plus 20. It's a potion of healing supreme. If you just type in healing in the inventory thing, it'll pop it up.
Is that the like biggest one?
That is the biggest one.
Okay. So I'll take one. I'll take the one you have. Do you have any superior?
Yes, I do. I have about 3 of them.
How much are the 3 superior?
They 750 gold apiece.
I'm gonna speak to Otis that I'd like one.
I'll take one of those as well.
Okay. If you want,
I'm gonna write down a little note mentally to give him my gold.
If you want to, you can just take it out of your thing. I'm not gonna. It's not a big deal.
How sweet of you.
Yes, I'm
Also,
fair.
I'm looking for a cultivation potion for spell slots.
Okay. Cultivation.
I don't know if they actually exist or not. Just so you know.
I think they. I don't know if they exist on D&D Beyond. I'm trying to see.
If they don't, then just ignore anything I just said.
Okay. I don't think. No, it doesn't look like it.
So it's just Baldur's Gate then. Okay.
I figured that was a Baldur's Gate thing. Yeah, no, you don't seem to be able to find one.
Okay.
Or your character would be like, that doesn't exist. The fuck? The hell am I thinking of? So, yeah. How many? So you got one, Dugan. Val, are you getting any of the superiors?
Sorry, I was trying to see if there was any other. Yes, I plan on getting the other two of the greater.
Okay, that'll be 1,500 gold from you, miss.
I'd like to see if there's any potions of invisibility.
Do you have any potions of invincibility?
No, that's not a thing.
Invincibility. Invisibility.
Invisibility. Yes, I have one. I will sell it to you for 2,500 gold.
Jesus Christ.
Duck out. We don't want it. We don't need it.
We don't want it. Too expensive.
I'm sorry. You know how things are. Inflation.
You have braces of defense?
I'm sorry. I only sell potions here.
I think that's bullshit.
I'm sorry you're displeased. Can I get you anything else? Well,
what's the rarest potion you have?
The rarest potion, you say?
Kind of looks around you.
Come closer.
You get closer?
I get closer.
Closer.
I get closer.
A little bit closer.
I put my ear on his lips.
Perfect.
Whisper sweet nothings in his ear.
I have a potion that I have made myself. No one else has made this potion. I am willing to sell it to you for 5,000 gold.
What does it do?
It will grant you the strength of the gods themselves. Your mind will be as clear as day after drinking 3 or 4 bottles of straight whiskey. You will never, ever be tired again.
He's basically trying to sell you crack cocaine almost, from what it sounds like.
All right, I give you the 5,000 coin.
Okay, he takes the gold, and he's like, 1 moment. And he turns around, and this shop is like pretty much like 5 feet by 10 feet wide. He doesn't go far. He pretty much turns around, leans down, and like opens a locked cardboard cabinet. Click, opens it up, and you hear him clink, clink, clink. You just hear bottles being moved around, and he pulls one out, and you see the bottle itself, and you see what looks to be a very blue liquid with a golden kind of emulating light coming from it.
Now be careful when drinking this. Be careful. Use it wisely.
How long is the effect?
I don't know. I haven't tried this myself.
What is it called?
It is called a potion of the gods. I named it myself. What do you think?
I mean, it looks pretty fancy.
Thank you. I did my best with it. It's some of my best work. I spent my entire lifetime developing this one.
Wow,
But
it
you
is
must-
your lucky.
You mustn't tell anyone.
Never.
Good. Now, it also might make you try to kill people. I'm not sure. So be very, very sure when you drink this that you
Takes it
are
right now.
you are at something that you do not.
I was about to do it too.
I figured that you are looking at something you want to kill. Is there anything else I can get you?
No, not at the moment.
How about you, miss?
I think that is all for me.
Well, I have been happy to be of service to you. Thank you for shopping at Galaxy's. You guys leave the shop, and you close the door. Are you guys going anywhere else?
I want to go to another shop that sells magical items like armor.
Okay. You start to look around, and it seems to be, just from the general case of view, that there's not really any magical armorers here. Basically just straight smiths that don't dabble in magic.
Well, this town fucking sucks.
You would gauge that this town probably doesn't, if it does have a blacksmith of that type, it would be oriented towards the military, not for public use. Because you even ask a couple people and they're like, nope, just gonna do it this way. Is there anything else?
I don't need anything else. If they want to keep looking at the shops, they can. Otherwise, I was just gonna sort of meander around, maybe find a tavern or something, kind of keep an open ear to any whispers, rumors, idle chatter.
Okay. Make an investigation check. 18. Okay. So, as you are kind of like listening to the general talk and whatnot, you're listening on conversations, trying to get the lay of how the people are and what's going on with the city at this current time. As you're listening to one particular conversation, you are suddenly almost blindsided by what looks to be a troop of guards coming down the main walkway of the streets. That same walkway y'all were coming into. It's the same, what look to be the same guards themselves. The reddened ones. These ones are wearing black. And you see them pretty much. The street was pretty much covered in people. Now they've parted off, and everyone is off to the side of the road. And you are just watching a procession come through of these blackened guards, coming through and pushing people out of the way. And then about 2 or 3 minutes of this go by, and you see this mighty black box come floating down the main street.
Say it's just a fucking box floating down the street.
Mm-hmm. You see also runes around the box as well. Various runes are carved into the box, and you see that same green energy flowing throughout some of the runes.
Do I hear any, like, obviously this seems kind of like a procession. Do I, like, of the people that are kind of like standing back? Do I hear like me like whispers or like do they know what this is? Like do they have any idea what's going on, or is it all just kind of like ooh like
You almost catch a whisper before one of the guards straight decks somebody in the face. The person you were trying to listen to just completely crushes him. Silence! There will be no talking! And then about another 2 or 3 minutes pass before you hear thoof, 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 as you see a 15-foot orc come walking by. You recognize the you all recognize the face from the statue as Petito. Doof, 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 goes walking by you. You see, just to give you kind of a general description, you see his arms are the size of humans themselves. You also see what looks to be a sword that he has, an axe, one of the largest axes you've ever seen that's swung on his back. You see that he's clad in what looks to be the same kind of blackened, that box, that metal that you saw, that same material. You don't know what kind of material it is. You've never seen it before. This kind of steel is not very used often, so whatever it is, it must be important. The sword looks to be made of the same material itself. And he's also, well, it looks to be he has a ring on his finger. And he's also wearing a mighty cape that flows down to the street. And it hangs back about 15 feet behind him. And you see more of those the blackened orcs come falling up behind him. You see about at least another 200 of them in this procession.
How many do you think total?
In total?
Yeah.
Like the ones in the actual procession itself, about 200 to 300 in total. Because there were some that were guarding the box itself, and there were some in front of it, and also I'm not including the ones that pushed you guys off the streets. You could look down the street and back, and see that they're of these guards the entire way, shoulder to shoulder. So you would gauge, if you're including that, about 600 of these orcs, give or take.
Damn.
And go ahead.
I was gonna wait till you're done so I can start saying what I was gonna start doing.
So yeah, you also notice that these blackened orcs are very tall. Like, all of them are roughly 7 feet tall. And they are massive. I mean, not even just in height, but just huge. They're not... You could see that these orcs are almost hand-picked for their size and build. I'm so excited. You guys get to get a little bit of orc lore that I've been putting on the side.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So yeah, and the procession goes by. After it takes about another 5 to 10 minutes for the 200 orcs to go by. Eventually, the guard that was lining the street, you start to see the end of it, or what looks to be the end of the street. The guards were shoulder to shoulder. They start to fold in, like the back. They start to fold in like this, walking along with the procession. So it's kind of like a continuous loop, if you will. So there's never a break in the chain. So they just fall back into the line itself.
I'm gonna be looking for the potion.
First.
You were looking for what?
I'm gonna look for the potion I just bought so I can.
Oh, it's a custom thing.
No, I'm saying I'm looking because I put it in my bag of holding. So now I'm looking for it so I can take it as I see Patito pass in front of me.
Okay. You quickly find it. It was in, you just put it in your bag of holding. You take a swig.
I'm gonna look at Val before I do it.
So we don't know what this potion does.
Nope, no clue.
I just know that it's gonna make me want to kill somebody. So chance I got right now, he's right in front of us. That's the only reason I'm gonna take.
Has Petito like already passed in the procession, or is he like?
I'll say because I was describing everything, he could do this.
I look Petito, or not Petito, at
Otis. No, man, don't do it. You're gonna get us caught. Gonna get us expelled, man. So
Dugan's thoughts?
I mean, if you guys think it's worth the risk.
For the like.
No, don't do it, man.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
I don't know that I could take on.
That's 200, man. I think we can take them all.
That's too much, dude.
Before we
lazy. I need a decision.
That's a hard decision, my dude.
We'll follow you to the end. We'll follow you to the end, Otis. Even if it gets us killed, we'll follow you to the end.
I'm gonna be like, I guess we're doing this. We're fucking going in.
I don't know if we're gonna have another chance to meet Patito like this face to face with him not expecting us.
So you want to sneak attack the dude and then hopefully ball up out of here if we have to.
Basically.
Yeah. So what are you doing, Lazy?
4891. I'm gonna put it away.
You see him slide it back into his pouch.
4891.
And collectively, Dugan, Lena, you both go, whew, just a sigh of relief because you were like, yeah, we're gonna fucking die. Is what's gonna happen.
As the procession is ending and passing by, I want to keep an eye on that guy that got punched in the face.
Yeah, you see a couple of the I will say for the sake of going back into what I was describing, because there was so much details there, everyone kneeled during the procession. Okay. I'll say that, and I'll say you guys kneeled, of course, whatever. The gentleman that was hit in the face, he looks to be a older gentleman, probably about 50, maybe in the 50s, 60s area. His hair's starting to whiten a lot, and you see his nose is just fucking destroyed. Like, you've seen a person get punched in the face by an orc, and their nose is pretty fucked up, but I mean, literally his nose is Voldemort. Almost.
When the procession ends, I want to drag him off.
Yeah. Well, you saw as you were looking at them, you saw two people pull him to the back of the individuals on the side and kind of lean him up against a house almost. But then they left him and went right back down on their knees.
You want to order something?
So you want to?
I'll wait up till everybody stands again, and then head over there.
Okay. So you quickly, as soon as the guards rotate back in and it hits your area, the people that were kneeling quickly stand up and go back to what they were doing, and everyone kind of leaves that man alone. They all just abandon him. So you have no problem walking over to him.
I'm going to. Does he look like conscious? Does he look like he's kind of like out of it?
You see him, he looks a little like, just dazed.
If he doesn't put up a fight, I'm gonna try and like shoulder his weight and move him off somewhere like
Okay.
I can find a little bit more of like a, not obviously in the middle,
Right.
like everything. I kind of want to get him off to the side, somewhere a little bit more secluded, quiet.
Okay. Yeah, he is almost dead weight. You pick, but he's an older man, so it's not, you're not picking up a fully grown 30-year-old guy. He's kind of slender, so you pick him up and shoulder him, and he is just dragged along. You eventually find kind of, not, I wouldn't say an alley, but more of a quieter street, and you set him down.
I'll kneel next to him and take one of my healing potions out of my bag.
Okay. Are you just using a regular one?
I do a medicine check and try to like gauge like what would
How
be
much
the
he
best.
needs. Yeah, sure.
18. Today's a night of 18s for me. I've rolled like 3 or 4 18s.
Yeah, you would know that a regular potion of healing would get him but a potion of a greater potion of healing would probably do the trick. I thought my computer was blown off. I just heard. I was like, huh?
I'm gonna give him a regular potion of healing first.
Okay.
Knowing that it won't like fully heal him, like intentionally only give him the regular.
Right.
If he can't take it on his own, like I'll like try and like.
Oh yeah, no, he totally can. He is like pretty much borderline unconscious. So you kind of have to
Yeah.
and just dump it into his mouth. Yeah, you see the blood where the kind of like nose was severed almost, because the nose went like that and ripped.
Ew.
A little bit. So you see that quickly like close up. You also see some of the bones kind of, I wouldn't say they fix it outright, but they're not like jutting into his head.
Right.
They're kind of okay. They're gonna heal on their own naturally, way better with the potion. But
Does
if
he
you,
seem more coherent now?
he's kind of like, oh, thank you, my dear. Oh.
I'm curious to know what you were gonna say back there.
Oh. I was, personally, I think this parade thing that Petito does is a waste of time. I barely said a word.
That's it? You were just gonna say it's a waste of time?
Yes, I had important business I was attending to.
Petito's a waste of space. I'm just kidding.
I had very important business. My granddaughter's birthday is today, and I was running late. And from the mines, and I was trying to hurry up and see her.
Aw.
That's awfully brave of you to say that in the middle of the procession.
I didn't mean to. It was more of it just fell out of my mouth. I know better. Yeah, I know not to question the gods, and I know the rules around the city, but I was just very frustrated.
So do these processions happen often? Or is this...
Once a week, I would say.
Is there any significance to them?
Not that I know of. All I know is they take that box and Petito, and they go walking to some part of the city that's closed off to us regular folk.
No one's allowed in there. Even the Red Guard is not allowed in there.
Hmm.
Only the Black Guard.
Are there any rumors as to what's in the box, or does nobody have any idea?
Nobody knows. Everyone that has to do with that box lives in that part of the city. They are not allowed to leave, as far as I know. I had a friend who was recruited. I haven't seen him since.
Recruited? Do you know how?
Kind of
What
puts
they were
up
looking for?
recruited.
Oh.
He was more of an architect of sorts. I did. I said that. Me. That's right.
Such good timing.
Was that Vegeta?
Okay, I'm sorry. Hold up. Pause. How the fuck are you gonna be able to guess who said that?
Because his voice actor is very distinct.
No, it wasn't.
No, it's
I'm not gonna apologize. But anyways, yeah. He just looks at you. Yeah, he was some kind of architect for the city.
And like constructing the city?
He helped, in some sorts. He also helped design the layout itself. He's been here for quite a while. We were some of the original people that were living here when Petito became the warlord. I remember when the Alliance was in charge. Oh, those were the days. I used to fight for them, actually.
Or did you?
Yes, many years ago. Before your time.
I don't think I caught your name.
My name? Oh, yes. My name is Daniel.
I can spell Daniel.
No, you weren't gonna get some NPC you ran into back in the day.
I had to check. You can't
Yeah.
just say that and not check.
No, he's just an older gentleman. He just happened to be around at the time.
What do you do here in town, Daniel?
I work in the mines. Underground.
Mines.
Yes.
Is that close by?
Yes, it's under the city.
What do you mine for?
I don't know, to be honest with you. What we do is we take rocks and we throw them in a bin or cart, and we send it off to a room. And from what I gather, it's examined. Other than that, I have no idea.
Is it very difficult to get into the mines?
For me, no. For someone that doesn't work in the mines, I mean, I wouldn't say if you are trying to sneak in there, you could probably blend in. Maybe throw some dirt on you and maybe get some, and he kind of looks at your clothes, maybe get some cheaper clothing. You'd probably fit right in.
I have a couple of friends with me. Or maybe another health potion to fix you back up. Do you mind helping us with that?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
First roll, 18. Oh my god, it's a 9 of 18. I'm telling you. Alright, second roll, 21.
21.
He looks at you.
21.
He kind of like hesitates for a second, because now he's starting to realize you're asking a lot of questions, a lot of specific questions. But then he looks at you.
Oh, I do need to get to my granddaughter's birthday, and I don't want her to see me like this. Fine, I will get you into the mines.
I would appreciate it.
Now give me the potion, please, please. I must be on my way.
Please.
I'll give you the potion when we get in the mines.
Holding it at fucking gunpoint.
Look, I will not get you into the mines unless you give me the potion.
I'm not giving you the potion. You're not getting us into the mines.
What an argument.
I need you to make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
What? I rolled a 21! Okay, here we go. That is a 22. A 14 is my level.
He looks at. Oh, sorry. What was the? What'd you roll?
14 was the
14.
level.
He looks at you.
I need a little bit more. I just need to make sure my face doesn't look like this.
I have any health potion you could get your hands on.
But just give me a simple one. I just need the basics.
You could tell just by looking at him. Yeah, another basic would take him to be where he would look semi-normal. It's still gonna take a month or two to where it's fully like he's back to himself. But
I'm perfectly fine giving you what you need. My dilemma is that once I give you the health potion, you're under no obligation to hold up your end of the deal.
I am a man of my word.
I'm sure you are, but I don't know you, so that doesn't really mean much to me.
Fine. And he kind of unloosens his shirt a little bit. He unbuttons one of them, and he takes off a necklace that was under his shirt, and he kind of holds it in his palm.
This was my daughter's necklace before she died, and left me her daughter. It is the most precious thing to me in the world. I will let you hold on to it until we get into the mines.
When are you going to be available for us to get into the mines? What time frame are we looking at here?
My next shift is 2 days from now.
Okay. Well, I'll hold on to this until then, and I'll give him whatever he needs. If he needs a greater or regular, whatever.
He just needs a regular. You take the necklace.
Where can I find you?
Let's say we'll meet back here.
Okay. Be here at 4 a.m. sharp. Not a minute later or I am gone.
2 days from now.
2 days.
Will you be providing us the clothes and the gear that we need to blend in, or is that something we have to find on our own?
The clothing, yes. You need to look poor. I'm telling you now, you need to look poor. But gear, I may be able to spare a pickaxe and a shovel.
Okay. We can do that much.
Okay. I will be back here 4 a.m. sharp.
4 a.m. sharp, 2 days from now.
2 days.
And he takes the potion. I'm assuming. Okay.
Yeah.
Drinks it. Oh, thank you for the light, Blue Phoenix. Drinks the potion real quick, and he gets up. Oh, how does it look? And you see it's kind of like meh, almost. It's kind of crooked.
A little lopsided, but
Just a little bit.
Well, it'll do. My granddaughter's 7. She's not gonna remember this, but I
I'm gonna
appreciate
go make
it.
another one.
Thank you for your generosity.
thank you.
And he bows his
I want to
head.
make another one too.
And even though he's an older gentleman, he quickly skirts away and weaves out.
Once we get into the mines, I'm ungerbil.
I'm gonna take a gander
Okay.
around and
Wait, does that guy doesn't know that I'm
No.
a gerbil? Do I need to also have like a disguise?
I'll probably, if you were planning to unwild shape, I'll probably just prepare something for you.
Then yes, please. Because being a gerbil, I'm not able to do a whole lot, and there's a lot of words I'd like to say.
Well, it's 2 days, so you might want to ungerbil sooner than that.
Yeah. You have 2 days to be back there at 4 o'clock in the morning.
You want out my milk at 2 weeks?
Sure.
I'm gonna take a gander around and make sure, like, just a quick glance, make sure like nobody was like snooping.
You get a couple of like side eyes, but nobody's really paying attention
Okay.
to you. They're more or less like looking at like, what the fuck is she doing?
Can I do an intimidation check? Kind of like, I don't want to like approach these people, but like make eye contact. Is like
Kind of give them that.
right. Mind your fucking business, basically.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Come on.
Oh man.
Oh fuck. That's a 3.
You kind of get a yeah, fuck you, and you walk away. And you see one dude.
I have a gerbil on my shoulder.
You
He's
see,
scared.
you see one dude that's like 6'5", and he just kind of like, fuck you up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just kind of like, oh shit, run away.
Oh, Naz! Oh!
Oink, zoink, Scoob.
Exactly.
Like do the cartoon run. Can't get any fucking traction. Just
Yeah.
so yeah, you quickly remove yourself from this area. While Biscuit's going to do that, I'm gonna go take a quick second. I gotta use the bathroom. But I'll be back shortly. I probably need another drink too. Oh shit. Alright, sorry about that. Oh wow, everyone's gone. Jesus. I leave for 2 seconds and everyone just dips. Apologies about that. I had to use the bathroom. But...
I'm still here.
Oh, you're still
I'm
here.
about to eat, so I turned my camera off.
I understand. Let's see. Yeah, you left the area. So what are you doing in the meantime? I know, Lazy, you still here? I'll take that as a no. Jesus, did everyone just fucking... I guess we took a quick
break.
I guess, yeah. Well, in the meantime, hope everyone's enjoying the live. Hope you're having a good day. Not used to fucking ad-libbing this shit. I normally don't talk to people. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm very fucking tired. And I'm very sick, so I do apologize if I'm not exactly energetic.
Our trip, do you want to do like what we did the first year? Like drive down on like a Wednesday afternoon, evening, or fly, whatever you guys do, and then have like a full day Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday, drive home Monday, or drive home Sunday, depending on like work and stuff.
I don't see a problem with it. I mean, we'll go there any day. I mean,
Yeah.
depending on vacation time. Shoot, I could be there a whole week. I don't care. It just depends on what we want to do. Stupid thing. Did you guys want to try that itself? Because, like I said, I don't care either way. I just want to get down there. So we decided on Pirate Week, right? Right? Is that what we decided on?
I believe so.
Okay, Pirate Week. Oh, there's Biscuit.
We need to do camping one of these years.
We could, we could try to shoot for it this year if you guys really wanted to. I don't know what the budget is in terms of camping wise out at the Run Fair. We can shoot for it.
It's called glamping, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Where they have like really nice tents with like
Right.
actual like mattresses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Lazy would be up for that though.
I don't think he'd have a problem with it. I don't know. That is a lazy question though.
We don't have to do it both nights. If we're doing like another full weekend, or are we doing just a day?
Oh, that's entirely. I didn't mind doing 2 days. I thought 2 days was fun.
Yeah, I didn't mind it either. My feet did after the second day, but
I can't hear you. I don't know if it's just me.
I think I couldn't hear him. I could hear him through your.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Jesus. Sorry. You have such a good mic. It pisses me off.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Father.
Oh my god, oh
I ate my watermelon again.
Oh, gee.
Oh yeah?
Mm.
I like the way it goes down your throat.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it slides right down that bitch.
I saw that Adam's apple and I just knew right then. He was the one.
You're the one. The one for me.
But yeah, no, we could do like a 1 day like camping thing if you guys wanted to. I'm down for that.
If we do like a stay and play pass, it would be Thursday to Monday.
Thursday to Monday. Wow. Like
you can set up Thursday. I think at like lunchtime, like around noon, they allow people onto the grounds to like start to set up their stuff.
Okay.
And then you can stay Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. But then Monday you have to.
Monday's get the fuck out day. Okay. Yeah. Also, Lazy just messaged me. His mic is unfortunately not working. So, Lazy, if you can, I'm assuming you can still hear me and whatnot. Just message me on Discord if you need to say anything if you are trying to fix that. If not, just go ahead and message me through that way, and then we'll just do it that way. But anyways, so getting back on track with the story. So yeah, you leave the area.
Look at that, we hear him. Goddamn, about to come in my pants.
And that's a negative inspiration point for a
That's
Biscuit.
so
Where are you?
That's a negative inspiration point.
Well, I made mine a little stout this time.
So yeah, you quickly leave the area. What are you guys doing?
Fucking.
Okay. All right. Biscuit's just horny right now. Besides being
Horny.
The horny. What are you doing?
The horny.
The horny. Besides being the horny, what are you guys doing? Because you have to be here for at least you gotta be here for the next 2 days, if you still want to do that mine going into the mines. Oh, wait, oh, hold on.
Yeah, he heard you.
Okay, I think we got him back. Lazy, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, we can hear him.
I can hear him.
I can hear him.
I had to pull him up on the actual. I had to go into the settings and accept his thing. Lazy, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, there it
You
goes.
can't hear me.
There it goes. Yeah, I got you. I got you now. I got you now. We're good. We're good. Everybody's fine. Everybody's fine. Now, what the frick are you guys doing? What do you guys do?
Yeah.
I want to go to a pub. Okay. All right. So after walking around the city for a little while, you quickly find a decent little pub. Nothing too fancy. Kind of a little off the beaten path. You walk in, and you see about 7 individuals of various races and whatnot. The barmaid approaches you. Well, howdy. How's it going? What can I get for y'all?
What do you got?
Well,
Take a seat.
Oh, you.
Take
She
that for right now.
she very impressively like grabs a chair, like not even looking, pulls it in front of her, and like spins it a little bit right in front of you. What else can I get for you?
What do you got on the menu?
I want one too.
Does the same thing. Well, we have a mighty fine chicken. We also have some very good stew, as well as we have a special dessert tonight.
Ooh, tonight, eh?
Mm-hmm. It's a new thing. Yeah, it's a new thing our chef is trying. He's got a bit of a cake spree going
How
on.
good looking is this woman?
Maybe she. Okay. You look at her. Let's say with your natural perception, you'd say she's about mid-30s, give or take. She's not ugly. No, she's definitely in the middle. If I had to put ratio on looks, which I try not to do, she's about middle of the row. Maybe a little bit higher on the middle, but somewhere in the middle.
She a 1 out of 2.
She a what?
1 out of 2.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, no, it's her face is kind of dirty. You could tell this is like towards the end of her shift. So she's not really kept right now. But yeah, she's not ugly. We also have some great ale, and as well as we have a little bit of wine if you want to try some of that.
What would you recommend?
Personally, I recommend our fine ale. Nothing beats a cold, crisp ale after a long days of work. Am I right?
You're right.
I know I'm right.
Would you like one?
Would I like one? Well, ain't you a gentleman? I would love one. And you guys all sit down, and she brings out 4 ales and puts them down. Well, and she takes one and puts it up to you to kind of like do a bit of a cheers, and I'm assuming you cheers back. Cheers, and she's not like a thicker woman. You would think this woman is like middle of the lane, like, yeah, she might have a wine or two, but that's it. No, she downs this ale in about 2 seconds, like it's a shot. I just love me a cold crisp ale.
Let's fucking do it.
That one's cut off.
Already.
Is it still a gerbil?
Oh yeah, he's still a gerbil. I'm
Yeah, I don't know
sorry.
why you're asking for a chair.
She brought out 3 ales and you didn't get a chair. I completely fucking forgot about that. That is bad DMing right there.
I think I deserve a. Fuck, what are those points called? Never mind, I just lost it.
Yeah.
Consideration?
Yeah, if you would have been able to clearly say it, I would probably given it to you.
That's too much, dude.
Is this what it's coming to? So yeah, you and Lena and her drink that ale. She downs it in about 2-3 seconds. You're almost impressed. Like you're like, damn, okay.
I had a friend that can drink like that. Too bad he's not here.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did he pass away?
Unwild shape. I'm here.
Holy shit!
My nutsack's on his shoulder.
Oh yeah, I forget.
There he is.
Yeah, you're fully naked. Sir, you can't be in here.
Why?
Yeah, Drow, you gotta leave. Like now.
I'm not a drow. Look at my ears. They're not pointy at all.
They stick out like a sword. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. And quickly.
I'm gonna cast which one is it? Hold on. We're gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. You cast the invisibility. Poof. Quickly, the naked man is no longer there.
All you're gonna see is like a beer mug lifting up in the air.
Well, as you do that, the 6 or 7 other patrons that were in there are standing up and unsheathing their swords.
I'm gonna run to the door.
Okay.
Invisible.
So yeah, all you guys see.
You're still holding the mug.
Yeah, all you
No,
guys.
I'm not holding the mug anymore.
Oh, you let it go. Oh, it's gonna be even funnier if you didn't. But you just see it looks to be the door open and quickly close, and she looks at you two and goes, "Y'all need to go." I don't know who that was.
We don't know who that was either. He just happened to come out of nowhere.
Wait a minute, you mean to tell me that gerbil's been on your shoulder?
I didn't even know it was there.
Make a deception check.
You almost fell for it, so I should get a advantage.
No, I didn't fall for it.
Yeah, you did.
I'm playing the character.
Okay, see, she was surprised, just like you. So
she literally went.
Wait, what am I rolling again?
Deception check.
Perception.
Deception.
Perception.
Deception.
I don't like that one.
I don't give a shit. I need a deception check.
38.
Hey, bud, I can see the fucking rolls.
I mean, it's 31.
It's 13, bud. She looks at you. Now look, I'm trying to be polite because you've been polite with me. Now don't lie to me now. Don't start that. That's not being very chivalry.
What are you talking about?
Just leave, or I'm calling the guard.
What'd you say?
I said she stops like dead like cold face like either leave or I'm calling the guard. And you can see that the 7 patrons have not sheathed their swords. They are still they're giving you some mean looks.
Still waiting.
Mm-hmm. They're kind of just like if shit goes down, they're ready.
Well, I guess I'll leave because I want to. I ain't no bitch.
That's probably for the best. Now I ain't gonna snitch or nothing, but
Well, I'm gonna throw my coins on the table and just walk away while she's talking.
all right. She takes the coins.
I'm taking my mug with me.
She doesn't even stop you. She's like, it's not worth it. Lena, I'm assuming you follow behind.
Yeah, I'm following.
Right,
Like
you
right
guys.
before I'm about to leave, I'm gonna drink my whole drink and just put it down on the floor in front of the door.
Okay.
That's too funny.
Yep. You let Lena out, kind of being like a gentleman. Just here you go, ladies first, and then you just take the mug.
No, I said on the floor.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, on the floor. I'm just not going all the way down. You're just like, all right, and just walk out. So what are you guys doing? Finding another tavern.
Yeah, I guess look for a second tavern. Fuck. I can't invisible.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you were thinking.
For whatever reason, I thought we were in like the safer area by now. You said 2 days.
No, you got to stay in.
Oh, we were there.
You
The
gotta,
whole town of Fangton's gonna fuck us up.
yeah, you got to stay in Fangton for 2 days, is what I would say.
Mm.
So yeah, you guys. It doesn't take you long to find another tavern. This is an army-based city. There's gonna be taverns. You quickly find another one that is a little bit of distance away from the last one, just in case some of them come walking over. You
I
find
guess just get me a room so I can go in there.
you guys enter and you guys see this is a little bit more of a popular spot in the town. You see about 15 to 20 patrons in there, as well as about 5 or 6 what look to be bartenders and barmaids. A gentleman approaches you.
I don't think I have this guy.
How may I help you?
Just to get a drink.
A drink? I can do that. He shows you to a table, more in the corner because the place is kind of filled. So you kind of get off push to the side. He quickly, what are you drinking?
I'll just
I
have some
think
milk.
take a shot of Jack Daniels, please.
We have Daniel, not Jack.
Okay, I'll take a shot of Daniel.
Okay.
Daniel.
Today, Junior.
Damn, Daniel,
Leave me alone. I messed up.
Danielle.
Put it in gear, Chief. So yeah, he quickly. And you, Miss?
I'll just have some milk.
Just a note. Okay. Yeah. It takes him about 10 minutes before he finally gets back to you. I apologize. We're a little bit behind today, but here you are. Here's your Daniel. Here's your ale. Is there anything else I can do for you while I'm here?
I
What do you
think
got
that's
for food?
We have an assortment of fine chicken and beef, as well as a few cakes and desserts. If
Do you
you're
have a
interested.
beef Wellington?
If you could describe it to me, I believe the chef could make one up for you.
It's a hunk of meat
Mhm.
with some bread over it.
He's taking down notes. He's actually. Mhm.
That's what it is. It's a hunk of meat with bread over it.
Really
Wrapped in bread.
interesting. I've never heard of this. Well,
It's got like some like minced mushrooms on the inside, like a mushroom.
oh,
puree.
minced mushrooms. Oh, okay. Is there anything else? Any spices or other things?
Butter on the bread.
Butter?
No,
You're not here?
I'm not here.
Oh,
All you can hear is a voice in the
Incorporeal.
butter on the bread.
mother?
Simmer for 3 hours.
Sorry, father? He quickly writes down your directions and for you, miss.
I'm okay.
You're okay? Oh, of course. I will see what the chef can do, and I will let you know. And he leaves.
I'm gonna look at Lena and say, if they make this, you're not having any because you didn't order your own.
That's fair.
Wow. Damn. About 10 to 15 minutes pass, and you see the waiter coming out with a meat stuffed in bread, and he brings it out. I believe he followed your instructions as best he could. Piece of meat between two things of bread. Enjoy.
Was it a sandwich?
Yeah, pretty much. It's not like a whole ass beef Wellington. It's more of like,
I slapped that shit on the floor.
oh,
That's not what I wanted. You know what? I'm just gonna go to bed.
I'm sorry, sir. I apologize.
We tried, damn it. We tried.
We did our best.
Wrapping bread. And I do like, the Italians, how they bring out their hands like that.
Yeah.
I said wrapped in the bread, not between the bread.
Apologies, my mistake. I could make another one for you.
Say it again.
I could have another one made with your
no.
corrections.
You already wasted my time now.
I apologize. Okay.
I step on the food too when I walk away.
I need you to pay for your drinks, sir.
I'm gonna throw a golden coin off. I don't know how much the drinks are. I'm just assuming the golden coin.
Well, that's not enough, sir.
Come back to the table. How much is it?
The Daniel is about 20 gold.
Okay.
Pull out the gold. And then,
Slam it on the table. Bam. What about this piece of crap on the floor? How much was that? I still gotta pay you.
No,
My time.
don't worry about that. That's on us.
You know what? I like you. I'm gonna give him a golden coin.
Thank you, sir. Is there anything else I can do for you before you stomp off?
I'm not mad anymore. I'll take a L.
Right away, sir. And he turns around abruptly and goes and gets an ale and brings it back. Quicker this time.
And I just sit there and drink it.
Okay. All right. So you got. I'm assuming you guys sit there for.
That was what, 21 gold coins.
Yes. So you guys sit there for about 20 or 30 minutes, just sipping on wine, having casual talk, while Dugan is currently invisible, naked, sitting next to you guys, like standing against the wall to where no one's walking, but he's there. I will say, for the sake of this conversation, he's there, or part. Other than that, what are you guys doing? Other than sitting there drinking?
Can I tell if anybody works in the mines there?
You take a quick glance around. This seems to be a more finer establishment than where you were at previously. These look to be more captains and higher up in the wages kind of type of people, higher class people. So no, there's no minors here.
So is there any hot women around there?
Yeah, the barmaids are actually very.
No, I need one that's not working.
Oh, the one that's not working. Well, you see them. It is a busy night, so they're not really getting a chance to stop. You do see one off.
Oh, not a waitress. An actual person.
Oh! I thought you said a barmaid that was working. Oh, my bad.
Hot women.
Oh, just a random hot one. Okay. Make a perception check.
What the fuck? Just my natural perception is.
Ask for a perception check, not where your natural perception was.
Some bullshit. You just look around and they're like, "Oh, there goes a hot looking one." It's 15.
15. Okay. Thank you. Was that so hard?
Yes.
You take a quick glance around the room. There's not many females in here, but the ones that are here are pretty good looking. Most of them have some that look to be like they're with somebody. There is one, however, that seems to be drinking alone. But, she's not the prettiest one, but she's not. She's definitely up there.
So out of the other ones that are taken, how many of them look happy? Like they want
Oh,
We have to
oh,
clarify.
oh, none of them are. They're kind of what they're kind of doing is it's kind of stereotypical. They're kind of sitting there with their arm in their head in their hand, just tapping the table, looking around, just trying to like pass the time while their husbands or boyfriends or whatever and their friends are kind of like drinking and doing whatever.
let's see. Which person looks like they have the most like crowd, and one that it looks like everybody's kissing their ass?
You look around and you start to kind of like look at the body language, and you see a table that looks to be a gnome female and a orc male. He looks to be a captain of some sorts. Um, a very good looking gnome by gnome standards. Um,
What is
and,
gnome standards?
uh,
Weird.
better than dirt.
Just kidding.
Better than dirt.
Dad.
Yeah. And you see what looks to be two other orcs kind of sitting there just nonstop talking to this gnome. While the orc captain is kind of like off on his own little trip. He looks to be a little intoxicated. So he's not really paying attention.
All right, my order. Do they look like they're drinking ale, or do they look like they're like taking shots or whatever?
You from what you gather, the gnome looks like she is drinking a very fine wine. The orcs are drinking just ale.
I want to buy. I want to buy them a few round I want to buy a bottle
Oh,
or whatever. If it's in a big fucking wooden container,
a
I want to buy a
keg.
picture of it.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Okay. Well, the bartender or the waiter that's been serving you, well, we have a fine bottle of wine that will run you about 50 gold, or we can just bring them 3 or 4 rounds for about the same price.
Is the I'll take it. I'll give them the 4 rounds.
Wonderful, sir. Right away. And you see him go back behind the bar, get the drinks, and head over to the table. And lay them down, and you see kind of like you can't see the orcs' faces, but you can't see the gnomes, and she's kind of like, "What?" And then you see the waiter kind of like point to your table and say, "You kind of read his lips a little bit. This gentleman ordered you the table drinks. He bought you about 3 or 4 rounds. Yada yada yada." And she kind of nods her head. "Oh, okay." The bartender leaves, and you see the gnome kind of like hold up a finger and start walking towards you. And she crosses the room pretty quickly, and she approaches you. So, this is how you get my attention, it seems. What can I do for you?
Fuck me.
Man,
I was
they've
just
really got to
just-
clean out those ghosts.
I was just wondering. I'm new to the town. I haven't been here in a while, or I have this first time being here. Just trying to figure out things.
Oh, well, what would you like to know? And she grabs a chair and pulls it over and hops on the seat.
Kind of brave, aren't you, coming over here by yourself, not knowing me or us?
Trust me, I have nothing to worry about. And she leans her head back to the table that she was sitting at before, and you see that the 3 orcs are they're looking at you. They're not like being violent or nothing. They're just watching her.
Yeah.
They're,
So who are they? Your bodyguards or your husband brothers or whatever they're called?
well, they are my servants.
Oh, all of them, or just them three?
Well, they're my servants. I also fuck one or two of them every once in a while, but that's more pleasure
Sweet.
than pay. But yes, they do take my security very seriously, so don't mind them. As long as you do nothing to harm me, you'll be fine.
Well, I'm gonna introduce myself. My name's Owen. Otis Ruinsmith.
Ah,
What's your name?
my name is Galandriel.
What the fuck? Galandrium.
Galandriel.
Oh,
Galandriel.
I probably say your name wrong a few times, but I'll eventually get it.
It's
My
fine.
friend. This is my friend.
How do you
This way we
do,
can see
Nah,
miss?
not you. Fool.
Oh, okay.
Isn't Lena with me?
Yes, Lena
Yeah,
is
I'm
with
sitting
you.
there.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
I
Just
love
doing
I love your hair. It's so beautiful.
Thanks.
How did you get it this way?
Can I do a... Is it insight or perception?
What are you trying to gauge?
I'm trying to see if she's like,
Lying to you or just kind of
yeah, like
bullshitting?
being like, yeah, like if she's kind of like poking at.
Okay, yeah, it would be insight.
Okay. Yeah. 21.
21. She's not poking at you or anything. You can tell, like, she's not saying it to be nice. She's more saying it to kind of like see who you are and what type of person you are. You don't see any like ill intentions towards it.
I wasn't sure if she was like under the table, like underhandedly, like she could see through the disguise that I have.
No, as far as you can tell, she does not see through your disguise. She's just simply being a girl, and she's also just trying to gauge your character. Because you're two strangers that
Right.
she just met, so she's trying to get the feel of what type of people you are.
I'm pretty low maintenance. Don't do much, just wake up. It's just like this. Just like my mom's.
I'd give all the gold I had if I could be like that. But sometimes beauty is pain, and pain is money.
Hey, I respect it. If you got the money and the time, then by all means.
That sure I do. So, you were saying Otis? Yes, Otis. So you're new to town, and you're trying to get the lay of the land? Is that what I'm hearing?
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to
You
know
trying
about
to
the city?
fuck?
I'm trying to figure out the good people to talk to and kind of get along with for.
Well, there's nobody good in this city.
Well, what about you? You seem like you're good.
See, this is one thing you'll learn, my dear. The only reason I'm being friendly towards you is because you bought me drinks. That is it.
So nobody's ever talked to
Damn.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. There are a few kind souls out there, but the kind of people that I think you're after will not have your best interest at heart, in my opinion. But, like I said, sometimes you gotta roll the dice, if you will.
It looks like I checked out because I wrote the dice right on this one, didn't I?
Well, I was curious as well. Because, like you said, you're not from here. This is the first time I've seen you in this tavern. I'm here almost every other night. What brings you to Fangton?
Just traveling.
Traveling, and you chose to stop in Fangton.
Well, I was gonna go more north. So it was along my way.
North? What's up north?
I don't know yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I can save you the trip, honey. There are savage orcs up there. They'll eat your your cock for breakfast, if you will.
I got enough to go around.
He's
She
toying with them.
she kind of like is a polite, yeah, sure you do, buddy. Good for you. Well, like I said,
How do you know there's orcs up north? Have you been up north?
yes, I've been all over the territories around here. I
Well, if
own
you got,
a
if
few
you got bodyguards
establishments.
like that, I figure you'd be safe.
Oh, yes, I am perfectly safe. You, however, you'll probably be thrown in a cage and enslaved within moments of entering the orc tribes.
So when are you gonna head up north? Maybe I can ride around with you.
Not for a while. I've chosen to stick to the city for a little bit.
Why is that? You got something to do here?
I wouldn't say I have something to do. It's more or less I don't have to do something here. I'm waited on hand and foot. I don't have to worry about things, and I can relax. This is more my vacation spot, if you will. I know, it sounds crazy coming to Farrington and taking a vacation, but sometimes you gotta live life on the edge.
So, are you married? Is that why you're being taken care of so well?
No, I'm self-made. I don't need a man to support me.
Well, you sound like you would be able to run Fanton sooner or later, the way your attitude and your confidence is.
She actually lets out a genuine laugh. Oh, don't I dream of it, dear. Don't I dream of it. I'm sure Petito wouldn't mind stepping down for a little while and letting a woman show him how things are done. But
Have you just tried asking him? See what he thinks about it?
you know, I've never thought of that. I might try that tomorrow. She kind of like, yeah, no, I'm not fucking doing that. Are you crazy? He'd bite my head off.
How well do you know Patito? Do you talk?
No, nobody talks to that man besides the upper officials. In fact, the only time I see Petito is when he does that stupid parade down the street. Makes my whole day go out of plan.
Alright, DM, I'm gonna ask you above game so I can do a perception check or whatever. I tried my best to try to see if I can get any information, if she knows Patito or if she's gonna be a really political gain around the fainted. So the more we get used to her, the closer we can get so we can move up or whatever. Am I wasting my time?
Not necessarily.
No, like, do I have to roll something to find out?
Do you need to roll something to figure out if this person is important or not?
Yeah, well, I've already got.
Look, okay.
It sounds like she is, but she's not. You're not really giving me anything.
Just give me a second. Okay, let me explain something to you. I'm gonna give you a big fucking hint. Big fucking hint. She's wearing rich garb. She's surrounded by orc guards. She's closed off, doesn't like to reveal information, and is protective.
And she's also fucking guards,
So it seems to be, you don't know how high she might be, but
is it here?
she's doing.
Can't you see it?
She's dipping her hands into something. Whether it be Petito or something else.
Well, the sounds of it doesn't sound like Patito. Well, okay, back to the thing.
But, anyways, so what do you do for a living?
We find work here and there. Just trying to get through so we can travel. Trying to get to know more of the lands. We need to go exploring.
Well, where are you from?
Can't really say because I don't really remember.
She kind of. You don't remember where you're from?
No, because my parents and I didn't really stay anywhere, so I kind of had the
Oh.
mentality of it being
Oh, I'm
explored.
so
We didn't stay
sorry
anywhere.
about that. I
But we did
understand
go.
now.
We were all over the south area, but other than that, that's all I can remember.
Hmm. Okay. It seems fun. Been a while since I've been down south. I might have to go down there sometime.
You could go with us one of the times when we come back down this way.
Well, there's,
But you don't have to, because I know you got all your protection with you.
yeah, it would be a whole thing, and trust me, even I don't want to deal with it sometimes, but it's necessary, unfortunately. It's a necessary evil, as we all know some things are.
Hmm.
Is there anything else you would like to know?
Anything else? No. It is getting kind of late. We do got to go to work or find some work in the morning. Unless you got any work for us that we could do down here. Well,
And that's the first time you kind of see a sparkle in her. You're in need of work. Well, I may have a job for you, or two. Are you staying in this tavern?
yeah.
Okay. I will be back in the morning. I might have some work for you then, if you're interested.
For the both of us, right?
Yes, of course. Don't worry, I wouldn't leave the lady out.
All right, sounds good to me.
Well, thank you for the drinks and your company. And you too, miss. I hope you all enjoy your stay at the tavern, and I will see you in the morning. And she hops out of the chair and takes the drink she brought over and starts heading back to her table. The orcs kind of, you see them relax a little and continue on with what they were doing. She jumps back into her seat and they continue what exactly they were doing beforehand. But I'm still listening. Okay, cool though. So yeah, you guys. I'm assuming you guys are finding rooms.
Yes.
Okay. So a room here would cost you about 50 gold a night.
All right.
Sounds good.
Now you guys can just take it out of your purse if you want. If you all want individual rooms or shared rooms, assuming separate rooms.
Well, I don't know if Biscuit will be able to get a room, so I'll get a room for me and Biscuit.
You could ask for an extra room. It's kind of typical because sometimes all the people that are with you are not there at that time.
Yeah, so I asked for 3 rooms then.
Okay, so yeah, the waiter that's been serving you, of course, sir, and he runs back behind the bar and reaches under, grabs a couple of keys, brings them to you. If you're ready, I can show you the rooms.
Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're good. I'll say for the sake of trying to get over this, the waiter takes you both to, or all 3 of you, not including you, Duke, because he doesn't know you're there, but you follow up the stairs behind him.
Yes.
Takes you to the rooms, and he gives Otis 2 keys, Lena 1, and when I hope you enjoy your night, sir. And Otis kind of, thank you. The waiter leaves, and Otis puts out his hand and offers you a key. I'm assuming you take it and go into your room.
Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna say for the sake
Shit at that door.
Huh?
I'm gonna lock the shit out of that door. Nobody's coming in here.
So yeah, you open the door and you make sure there's nobody around. You close it behind you, and you just see about 15 locks all the way up and down the door frame, and you just and just in case.
Just in case.
And I'll say it's because pretty much everyone has stepped away that you guys take a long rest. I would gather.
Yeah.
So yeah, the night passes uneventful. You all have a very peaceful slumber, and awake, I would say about 7 in the morning.
Sweet.
Kind of waiting on everyone to get back, so we
It's
can
cool, dude. It's
decide.
cool, dude.
Yeah, we'll take a second. Yeah, take a beat, I guess, if you will.
Being invisible this whole time is giving me enough time to get a kind of a better feel of this game.
What are you playing?
RimWorld.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing it on an easy difficulty, so
Bitch.
events aren't happening super crazy. Like,
Yeah. Put it on Randy Random.
no, fuck that. I read that dude's thing and I was like,
Randy Random, man, he'll
for my first attempt, I am
he will rock your shit.
I am A-okay.
He will rock your shit. Yeah, no, I love RimWorld. It's such a peaceful time killer.
Yeah, I just got my first quests. This dude was running from bandits, and it was like you have to fight 7 of them, and I only had 4 dudes, and I was like,
oh, you got it. That's easy. Light work.
I did it. I pulled it off.
Oh, yeah, you just narrow them down a corridor, and you light their shit up.
I'm doing the tutorial mission, so I just have the 4 sandbag corners set up, and that's what I've been defending in every time an attack happens.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, I kind of skipped ahead a little bit, just trying to cover shit. You guys all went into your rooms. You slept throughout the night, and it's about 7 in the morning. What do you guys? Maybe he's not back.
I mean, I'm just along for the ride right now, apparently.
Yeah, that poofing out didn't really work too well, did it? You about got your shit rocked. That's why I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Alright, I'm gonna get ready.
Okay, yeah, you get ready, you exit your room. Dugan, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna turn into a gerbil again and hang out with them.
Okay, so yeah, you turn into a gerbil. You mentally tell Otis to come get you. He picks you up, puts you on your shoulder. Lena also gets ready in the morning, and she's out there with you roughly about the same time. You guys head downstairs, and you see Glandriel sitting in there alone. The bar is completely empty. She's the only one there.
Well, good morning.
Good morning. She's not in a very... the night before, she was in a kind of nice dress and looking very nice. Now she's in more like leather hide and like traveling gear. So, you're in need of a job.
Yes.
I may just have one for you. There's an individual in this town that has been giving me some trouble for a little while. And, well, people know that me and him don't exactly get along. I need you to kill him.
Okay.
Now.
Is the dipping sauce good?
That's okay. You want it? Huh? It's marinara sauce.
You...
Bring me a soda.
And she pulls out a blade and puts it in front of you. I need you to do it with this blade right here. Now this blade is very special. Very important to me, so I expect it back after you're done. But when you are done with this deed, I need you to take the body, and I need you to put it in a specific location. Do you think you can do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. And she pulls out what looks to be a picture of this individual. And you see it is a gnarly, ugly gnome.
You.
This individual has been, how you say, bothering my organization for a little while. He's looted my servants for the past 3 months, but I have information he is in town. Now, as much as I want to do this myself, I'm afraid my hands are tied. The god would know it was me. Everyone would know it was me if I did it. But 3 out-of-town strangers, on the other hand, he'd never see it coming.
All right.
Now, here comes the bad news.
We're gonna die. No, I'm just kidding.
That fucking ghost again, I swear.
Ooh, this is a bad deal. Don't take it.
Now, my rumors say that he is hiding out towards the outskirts of the Forbidden Palace, where the god is heaviest. You will need to find your way around that area, track him down, slit his throat with this blade, and she pulls out another sheet of paper, and I need you to plant the body here, in this establishment. And you see the establishment, and it looks like a house. Just a normal old house. Nothing too crazy.
Lies.
I need you to leave it at the front door and simply disappear. And that is all. Now, what would you like in return for this? And she takes a sip of ale.
What do you got to offer? How much power do you got? What can you really give me?
Well, power, and she kind of sits up a little bit. Power is what people make it, my friend.
The fuck does that mean?
I have various connections throughout cities that, let's just say, are able to operate underground, away from the prying eyes of normal officials, as well as a few indentured individuals. And I happen to have my toes dipped in the private military sector, if you will.
All right.
I'm also rich as shit. So, you have your pick.
How about a favor?
A favor? Ooh. What kind of favor?
You'll know it when I need it.
Interesting. I like you. I don't know what it is, but I like you. You know when to talk and when not to talk.
I get her ale and I drink some.
Well, that's just fucking rude. Why would you do that? I poured that myself.
You'd have one for me.
No, I'm thirsty. Why would I get you one?
Because we were having a meeting.
Yeah, but I didn't. And she kind of like quickly goes back into her serious mode. Anyways, a favor, you. Okay. I think that could be arranged. And she puts out her hand.
I go to shake it.
And she shakes it. She shakes your hand. Good. I expect this to be done by the end of the day. I will. Correct.
Well, shit.
good luck. And she leaves. And you see, as the door opens, you see the two of the same orcs that were with her the previous night, and they follow behind her.
All right, so the blade that she got, can I do an Arcana check? See,
Mm-hmm.
Arcanta. 19.
19. Yeah, you take a look over this blade, and nothing. It's just a normal blade.
What the fuck? All right.
I guess we're going.
So
We gotta do it, I guess.
I'm gonna talk to my amulet so I can contact my buddy.
Okay.
And I told him I'm gonna open this picture, take a good look at it, and see if you can fly over the town, see if you can kind of find out where he's at.
I'm gonna turn into an eagle.
But we go in the back alley where nobody can see us.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's fair. That's fair. I'll give that to you. Say you look at eagle.
I saw your eyes saying.
Oh, an eagle! Gotta do the first thing I'm told immediately. So yeah, you head towards the back. You look out the alley, and you quickly look out, and you don't really see anybody. So yeah, you go ahead and change your form and start flying over the city. I need you to make an investigation check. God that gives them powers and datters the world.
Since he has eagle eyes, does that mean he gets an advantage?
No.
Question. What?
No.
What do you mean? Why?
No.
There's
a fish like 20 miles under the water. That's some bullshit.
the reason I say this is because this is a hustling, bustling city. It's gonna be hard to pinpoint any individual, let alone a gnome. That's
an ugly ass gnome.
That's rumored to be in the city, and is probably hiding. So no advantage. You're lucky you're not getting disadvantage.
Wait, do we have an object that
You have the picture that she gave you.
is he wearing anything specific?
In
the picture?
You look at the picture and it looks to be like he's just wearing some normal clothes, nothing too fancy or anything that sticks out to you.
Okay, so that's the check for flying over. Obviously, I feel like I guess that's probably not gonna work.
Sorry, I wasn't looking.
It's 14. I just
14?
did.
Nothing catches your eye, I'm afraid.
Okay, so then when I return, I'm gonna ask to look at the picture again. Shows me wearing normal things. Since I've seen it and I know what it looks like, is there any identifiable things on the clothing? Is he wearing any jewelry?
Yeah, he's wearing. It looks to be he's wearing a locket.
Okay. Okay, if he's wearing a locket, then can I do a locate object?
Sure, go for it.
Looking on the locket. It's just a spell, so I don't know if you want me to.
I don't think there's
roll anything in addition to that.
I don't think there's a roll for it. I don't think. Locate object. 5e. Describe her name, object familiar, you sense the direction of the notification lines, blah, blah, blah. Concentration up to 10 minutes. Yep, nope, you just cast a spell. It's level 2. And you feel now you haven't been to the far side of the city yet. That's kind of closer to this not where the citadel is at, but like right next to it looks to be a closed off section that's next to the citadel that's also closed off. So it's like the actual citadel itself that has inner walls around it, and then there's an offshoot of walls that go around another part of the city. You start flying toward. You sense that the object that you're looking for is in that area. Not the citadel, but the offshoot.
And be like,
part.
And be like,
or at least in
if
that.
We got a hit. We at least know the direction. And I'm gonna explain the direction to him so that it helps him.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you describe kind of the area. You tell them you got a pretty good feeling it's over in this direction. That your target is over here.
Okay.
So yeah, you make your way. Do you guys start heading over that way?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, I'll say, Lazy. It's gonna take Lazy and Lena. It's gonna take you a little while to get over to that part of the city. It's about, I would say, a 45-minute walk from where you're at, give or take. Biscuit, you could just be in that area. I will say that locate object lasts about 10 minutes and you have to be concentrated. So, uh, while they're walking over there, what are you doing?
I mean, I'll use another wild shape to I guess just to turn like back into a gerbil again until I need to recast it, and then I'll convey that to Otis every time I need to do it until we at least find the building.
Okay. So yeah, you guys, it takes, like I said, it takes about 45 minutes to get over there. Dugan has been scouting, and you do come across what feels like the closest you can get to it without being with, like, seeing it. You come across this building, and as you do, you recognize it from the picture that she showed you.
Sweet.
And stepping outside is your target. And as he's like going outside, you hear, "Hold on, dear, let me give you a kiss goodbye." And you see a female figure, a human. Kiss. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Kiss him, and she says, "Don't be too late getting home. I'm making pot roast tonight." "Ah, that's my favorite, dear. I'll be home as quick as I can, don't you worry." And
Dagmar?
Dad?
Papa? Papa? Listen, I have a limited set of skills in terms of voices. All right, leave me alone. And then after he starts walking away, she closes the door, and he starts walking down the street.
Do one of you guys have charm person?
I do.
Does it work on gnomes?
It works on anyone that, as long as they fail the DC, which is a Wisdom 13 saving throw.
Okay. Can we tell if there's anybody with him, following him, being around him? Any type of people in the buildings looking after him? Any people that look like they would be guarding him?
Make an investigation check.
All of us make.
No, just you.
Why?
Because you're the one that asked.
23.
23. Ooh. Yeah, no, there's nobody following him.
So he's just by himself.
Yeah, he's just by himself.
How far is the house that we gotta leave him? Do we know that?
It's the house that he left.
We gotta leave him there?
Mm-hmm. The specific words of the contract were, leave his corpse at the front door.
Charm person.
Yes.
I'll stand in front of his door, and I'll take care of the rest.
Is that what you're doing?
I'm not gonna know this guy. If he makes me feel bad, then
no. I'm just trying to get what you're doing. So
I'm trying to talk to my teammates.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were telling.
I'm going based on.
So Otis says this out loud. Are you guys saying anything?
I'm not able.
You can talk through your.
I know I can.
You can talk,
but
like,
like So I can't unwild shape in the middle of the city to
Mm.
cast a spell.
Nope, it is not highly recommended. I will say that.
How fast can you turn into another animal?
I'd imagine I can do it. It says instant. I don't know if there's like a cast.
Well, it would be so basically that's where it would be based off of a turn or an action in like combat. It'd be about 6 to 10 seconds, give or take. And then so you drop your wild form, cast a spell, and that would take about 6 to 10 seconds, and then you'd have to redo your wild shape, which would be about the same time.
Okay, Biscuit.
Yeah.
How about I put the knife down? Okay, just listen. Val does a charm person. Makes him stand in front of the door. You transform into your regular body, slit his throat, throw the knife backwards where I can grab it, turn into your eagle and fly away. Because I haven't seen you at all besides that one time that you turned into a human or your whatever character.
I guess that could work. It'd be risky, but we could try it.
Well, apparently there's nobody there.
Yeah. Okay.
The only one that they'll be able to see is the wife.
Takes a gander, just sees us go. Gone. Turns it. Goes from a fucking gerbil, naked man, stab, eagle, fly away. And the wife is just standing there like,
well, the wife. We're gonna make sure the wife is back inside the house.
But she did close the door, so the door's closed. She's not like out there waving to her husband as she walks while he walks down the entire street.
So, what do you guys think about the plan?
I think it's fine.
Or Lena, do you want to get to know him before we kill him?
I don't see how it matters.
All right, she's on board. Let's do this shit.
Okay, so.
Okay,
I didn't accept the job, so all I know is that we're supposed to be killing.
Well,
okay.
It don't matter if we.
Give me a.
Hold on, shut up.
Excuse you.
Excuse you.
So, I'm gonna tell him. Say it doesn't matter if we succeed. Hey, it doesn't matter if we succeed in this mission or not, because in some shape or form she's tied in with Patito. So we're either gonna fight her anyways, or she's either gonna get us closer to Patito eventually. So that's all I was using for. I wasn't trying to make her be on our team or whatnot. She's gonna end up dying at the end of it. So it doesn't matter if we complete this mission or we not. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not like it's not like how do you call it? Like she'll probably be mad at me and try to kill me, but it's gonna eventually happen anyways. Because we're gonna fight with Patito, and if she's sided with him, then it doesn't matter. So, like I said, we can either get to know him if you guys want it to. That's fine with me. But if not, because we're gonna charm person at him anyways, and he gets to ask him all kinds of questions. I'm not good at asking questions like that unless you guys are wanting to do it.
I mean, I don't know the guy, so I guess I don't know, dude. I feel like
he's gonna be something part of the story. She's hating him for a reason.
She didn't give you any details at all.
She didn't give me any details about him. They just don't like each other, supposedly. So if we charm person and you can ask him questions, I'm pretty sure he has to answer all the questions. And we can ask him every question we possibly could think about before we kill him. And if it doesn't work out, then we can even stage it that we did kill him. And we could just kill her when I take the knife back to her. Depending what the beef is.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, I can't really think of a reason.
I'm only asking Lena because I know she's not that type of person. Like, she's kill people.
I mean, I am. I'm just trying to turn over a new leaf.
Well, that's what I'm trying to help you with.
As soon as I get out, they pull me back in.
So if you don't, I don't want to make you do that if you don't want to do it.
Hey, I ain't got a problem. You guys want to kill this guy? I had no questions asked.
All right, this motherfucker's dying. All right, what do you think?
Dead. Motherfucker.
All right. So, I need a play-by-play of what you are going to try and do.
All right, so
First and foremost, we're fucking him. I'm just kidding.
let's get it on you, asshole. All right, so let's see. How can I put the knife where you can just grab it easily? You know what? I think I can throw the knife, or I can walk. Yeah, I'm gonna walk past him, put the knife down near his house. You know what? Because it needs to be a quick go.
Okay, so you're gonna walk past him.
Yeah, and put the knife where he can reach it as soon as he turns into a person, and I'm gonna kind of hide it where nobody else can see it, just in case you want to be a smartass and have some little kid walk by and snatch the knife.
Right? Yeah. No. I
So I'm
understand.
putting it only where he knows where it's gonna be and be able to easily grab it without any hiccups or whatever you think could happen.
Right. Of course. No, you're good.
So that part would be done of the knife, and then Lena, all she would have to do is charm person him, make him stand in front of his door, and that's it.
And
then
Dugan handles the rest.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Are we doing this? We hatching this plan?
So what's my specific instructions?
Charming him and telling him stand outside and get stabbed.
Is he just gonna walk by us?
Well, he's just currently
headed our direction.
Like you guys were walking past, like you guys are like here now. Like he's walking past, he waves to you, you know, walking by.
So as I'm walking past him, can I see if I do a history check to see if I know him from anywhere?
Sure.
$20.
You have never seen this gnome in your life.
So I don't feel bad. Okay. All right, let's go. So I guess now it's up to you, Val.
Are we like in the woods? Like where are we?
No, you're in the city. It just happens to be like about 8 o'clock. So you're all doing this.
It's a 45-minute walk to get there.
Yes, y'all woke up at 7 a.m. Y'all were up and downstairs at 7 a.m. And y'all took about a 45-minute walk. Well, I'm throwing in extra 15 minutes because y'all are talking to her. But thankfully, pretty much everyone's already gone to work at this point. So there's not really anybody on the streets.
Okay.
Just in this area, especially since it's closed off almost.
Walking in my direction, I can start a conversation with him, and my instructions to him, if I succeed the charm, is to just stand in front of his door.
Yes.
Yep.
With his eyes closed.
Because we can't. I need to hold on. I need to go pee real quick while she's figuring out her part.
If they save, do they know that I tried to charm them?
Mm-hmm. Yes, very much so. They also know that you charm them, or they have been charmed after you have after it wears off.
Damage. Yeah,
or take damage, or you attack them, or the spell wears off.
Okay. You guys are cool with that? If he saves, then we're just gonna be fucked.
Well, we'll just kill him where he stands. We'll just beat him up. He's little.
All right.
His wife's in the house, right? Like nobody's on the street. Nobody can.
No, nobody's really around you. You guys are pretty secluded. I wouldn't say secluded, but you don't see anybody at the moment.
Well, I guess I'll like walk in his direction
Mhm.
and like as I'm getting like maybe a few paces away, I'm like, sir, can I just a second?
I'm sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I got to get to work. And he kind of like is like half looking at you, half walking forward.
As he's like saying that, I'm gonna try and like charm person. Like the second
Fair
he's
enough.
got his attention on me.
Yep, go for it. Or actually, I got to make the save.
Yep.
All right. Okay. He stops like in his tracks. Doesn't say a word. Just kind of stands there.
I think you should go stand in front of your front door with your eyes closed.
Oh, okay. It sounds a little bit weird, but sure, I'll make my way down there. Yeah, it starts walking back towards the building he exited, and about a minute or two, he eventually gets back down there, and he prompts himself right in front of that doorway and closes his eyes.
I'm just gonna be my little gerbil ass. I'm gonna run up to him. I'm gonna unwild shape.
Poof, naked Dugan.
And taking that dagger straight in the throat.
Oh yeah. You dumb. It's not even a roll. You right in the throat, and he drops like a sack of potatoes without even a girl. There's not even a scream or anything. He just.
All right, and then I'm gonna
throw me the knife.
Throw him the knife, and I'm re-gerbilifying and jumping on his shoulder.
Okay, Lazy, I need to make an athletics check.
Why am I chunking at him so hard he's gonna fucking get stabbed?
You're throwing a knife. There's something that you don't do.
They're not throwing it at me. They're throwing it where I can grab it and run.
Okay, we'll say he tosses it on the floor just because I don't feel like arguing with you right now. He tosses it on the floor, slides it to you, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You pick it up, and Dugan's gone, flying away.
Yeah.
And nobody sees anything. You guys, what are you guys doing? You guys leaving?
Yeah, we're leaving. We're not gonna stay there.
You guys quickly make your way towards the street, and then all you hear is just a loud, gurgling scream coming from back where you were.
Like,
Savage! No! And then it eventually cuts off because you guys have gotten far enough down the street and away. You make your way back to the tavern. Galandriel's not there at the moment. What are you guys doing?
well, I'm gonna stay around the bar, not in the bar, to make sure that I'm not being ambushed or anything like that. See if I see her walk in there, then we'll go in there.
Okay, sure. Are the rest of you doing? Oh,
and then I'm gonna put the knife on the roof just in case, and see have Biscuit stay up there. See if they come in. I know she wants the knife back.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be able to throw the knife down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, she. Is that all you guys do? Is just waiting on her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
So yeah. A few hours go by. People come in and out of the bar. Every time the door opens, you get a sense of, like a little bit of like anxiety, even though it's not like you're nervous or anything. You just get a sheer kind of thing. And then finally, it gets to be about 4:00 in the afternoon. And you notice, Otis. Waiters are gone. Oh shit, there's nobody in the bar but me. And then finally you hear, and you see a short shadow come across the bar. And you hear a thump, thump, thump. Click. Door closing. Click. Or thoop. 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 Pulls, you hear a chair being moved. You look around, and it's Galadriel, and she's sitting in a chair, looking at you.
About time you make it.
Sorry, I had other affairs to attend to, but I'm here. Please, sit.
Sit down.
So, I hear our little problem is gone.
Sure. Our problem is gone.
Good. I'm glad. I was worried, though. Didn't know if I could trust you with this assignment, but you have performed above and beyond what I expected. And she takes off a necklace real quick, and she sets it on the table and opens it, and she pulls out another picture, and she kind of looks at it for a second. Dumb bastard. And you see her take the candle that's sitting on the table and start to burn it. And you get a quick glimpse of it. You see the gnome from the picture you saw, and as well as just killed. And her. Well, it looks to be a wedding ceremony.
Who cheated on you?
And she burns it. Now, about my sword. You still have it?
Yeah.
Would you bring it to me, please?
Yeah. I'm gonna go where I can get it. Where you can pass it down to me.
Sure.
Okay.
You go. You pretty much run upstairs, Otis, and like hold your hand out the window and like, fuck it. Kind of reach up. Damn it! Hand me the fuck it. Eventually, Dugan shifts it over to you, and you come back downstairs with the sword, and you lay it in front of her. Thank you. My fucking camera's off focus now. Oh, it'd be alright. This sword means a lot to me, in more ways than one now. I appreciate it. And thank you for taking so good care of it.
Yeah.
It's funny. My father gave this to me as a dowry present. He couldn't afford much, and the sword had been in the family for a while. That'll teach that bastard to stick his dick in something that doesn't belong. And she takes the sword, and you see her hand light up with like a very bright blue flame, and she kind of just like starts to melt the metal into the floor. And once it's completely melted, she it's been a
fire handy jobs. Sorry.
She kind of like, okay, all right. Well, thank you for your help. I appreciate it. Now, I owe you a favor. You're a very lucky man. I don't owe many people favors. Don't go spend it all at once.
I don't know. It's gonna be a big one, so just look forward to it.
I will. But in the meantime, enjoy your time in the city. I look forward to seeing you again sometime. And she hops out of the chair and she walks out. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you to Biscuit, Lazy, and Val for joining me on tonight's session.